I decided to start cooking some meat for winter supplies. I'll cook it now and save it for later. So I slaughtered one of my meat lambs. I skinned it and removed its insides. The carcass is now hanging outside, and I'll soon get the process underway. So I set up a large cauldron close to the wood for the fire. It'll come in handy soon. I started cutting the carcass, removed excess fat and unnecessary parts of the lamb. I took a big piece suitable for further work, and I'll divide this piece into smaller ones. I ensured the carcass was secure and sharpened my knife for convenience. Then I removed big pieces of meat, one by one, and brought them to the table. After I removed some meat from the carcass, I placed it on the table for easier handling. And then I cut a large piece into smaller ones, and then diced them further. I left a little bit of fat on the meat. It complements the dish really well. My large knife with a wide blade was perfect for both cutting and chopping. Now I move the meat to containers for better mixing. Why mixing? Well, because it's not just meat. There's some diced fat to blend in. With enough meat and fat, I laid them out on 2 plates to mix and added spices. Salt and pepper went in. It looks like I'll have some tasty canned food for winter. After all, cows are better for their milk than their meat. I added pepper and bay leaf to each 3-litre jar and filled them almost to the brim. I sealed them tight with special tops for practically airtight sealing. So I get the firewood, used some incendiary liquid, and got the fire going quickly. These sheep are fortunate for now. I placed the cauldron over the fire and put a rag at the bottom to shield the jars from direct heat. The water should be cold too. The temperature needs to rise gradually. I learned all this from my grandmother, a time when homemade stuff was essential due to scarcity and low wages. From peach jam and spicy ajika sauce to canned meats and fish, our family had it all. I still remember all those recipes. I then had a tea break with one of my samovars. It's a great heating device that's environmentally friendly and economical. It's time to pick some wild berries, rosehip and buckthorn. I'm going to add them and some tea to the boiling water. Okay, so the water's starting to boil where the jars are, and so is the samovar. It's a natural vitamin boost you can't buy. At home, I prefer a bit of civility, tablecloth and all. The kettle's on top of the samovar. Sipping my tea while the jars continue heating. So the jars have been in the water for a while. The sun's setting. I checked one. It's not ready yet, so we'll keep at it. No rush. We'll let it sit till morning. The water's still hot. Sterilization took a full day and night. Judging by the color, it's ready and safe to store and eat through the winter. Just to be sure, and for a hearty breakfast. I opened one jar and tasted it. Oh, the stew's excellent. I'm really satisfied. It's super.
Super. Gel şuna buradan ısma bacılar ya. Ektem var ya şu ektem var.
Tavakkul خالد
Akozu gılı mı?
Tavakkul خالد زيت كسبه
Ya dipsim la ya.
لا ظفري
لا.
أجور الناس كله طبعا ما يعرفوا ده ظفري تكنيك كتير أنا هاكل ذكي شوفوا